Hi and Happy New Year to everybody. Hope you're all well. I know I've been missing for a bit. Like I say, it's been a nightmare. Got COVID and this, that and t'other. And it's now the 3rd of January and it turns out 2 of the 3 kids have now got it as well. So it's rife at the minute, so just be careful and watch what you're doing. I'm obviously at home in the greenhouse. I've got potting up to do because I am falling behind. Let us show you what I'm potting up. So I'm making to start potting up my onions, my heavy onions. Now these are well behind others. These are Peter Glazebrook onions, which I sowed on the 19th of the 10th. They've been ready to be potted up for ages now. As you can see, see if I can get one of these out here. They need potting up badly. So what I'm doing is, I'm not going into the 1 litres, I'm going straight into the 3, I think there's a 2 litres to be honest. I'll double check here. That's 2 litres, so that's what they're going into at the moment. Then I've got these ones and I've got about another 30 to pot up as well, so I'm going to just get cracked on and get them all potted up and get the shed sorted. Well, that's MPG onions potted up. I'll show you the size where they should really be, to be honest, but like I say, I'm falling a bit behind. Hopefully they'll come back okay. I've also got these giant cabbage to pot up as well, which I set away at the middle of November. These are the seed I got off Lee Herrington, so I'm going to pot them up now and well into these 7cm pots. I think these are 7 or 12, I can't remember. I'll have to double check. Mine's not with it this morning. Just to confirm, yes, 12cm pots. 11 by 11 by 12. Now for those that already don't know how to do it, this is or haven't seen the way which I pot up, I like using the square pots just for space wise. I mean the circular cylinder pots are great, but you can't really put them next to each other because it's going to leave space. Just for me, I've got a bit OCD when it comes to it. So I fill the pot up so far up. I've got the original pot that I'm going to be potting in from. I need to change this one over actually, so here's an ideal opportunity. So there's the pot that I'll be potting up from. I'll fill that up full of compost. I'll then place it into the pot. I've got 2 high up there, so I'll just take a little bit out. Then I'll place it in the pot. I'll turn it so it looks like a diamond, so that I can get down the sides there. And with this, that then means I can get the compost just down the side. Like I say, this is where this bench comes in handy, because any compost that falls over the side doesn't really matter, because it falls straight back into the bed where all the rest of the compost is. So I'll do that. Obviously it's a lot quicker with 2 hands. Push it down the sides, straight across the top, tap it down, and that leaves a crevice for it to just be able to just down a few times. There you go, there's a spot, so that I can just take this cabbage here, flip it upside down, squeeze it out. Right. Once again, it's difficult with one hand. Give it a good squeeze around. These are on the dry side as well, so I need to give them a good drink. And as you can see, cracking root system on that cabbage. Hence the reason why it needs potting up. This will probably need potting up in 2 or 3 weeks' time anyways. And then give it a shake. Get rid of all the dead matter. Push it right down, because cabbages can go right up the neck. And Bob's your uncle. There's 1 cabbage potted up. So I'm going to get the other ones potted up now and get cracked on with the rest of the other onions. I've already cleaned out the other Vitapod, so let's get cracking. Time to get another set of heavy onions potted up. As you can see, I've already made a start. These are the John Peace heavy onions from a couple of years back. I think the onion was a 13 pounder. So let's have a look. Like I said, I'm expecting these to be a lot bigger. I'm 3 weeks behind. I have already taken this out, so I'm okay to lift it by here. But don't lift it by here normally until you've loosened all the soil off. So as you can see, some cracking root system on there. Just tickle the roots out, and then I can just pot it straight into there. It's all ready to go in. These have had no stakes, no nothing, and they're sitting up, sticking up like a sore thumb, which is great. But I will have to start getting them all sorted with the canes and the green clips. I get a lot of questions about the green clips. The green clips which go on the stakes, I get them from Elixir Garden website, or you can get them on Amazon as well, which basically from the Elixir Garden website. But I'll see if I can find a link and I'll put it in the description below if I get a chance to. Time to get the rest of them potted up. The next, these are the early sowings of the quality onions. I've got Peter Holden's and I've got Michael Bradley's 8 and 9. I've still got others that set away a later date, which are in the Vitapod, which I'll show you once I get inside. But I just need to get these potted up, then I'll show you inside the shed and see how everything's getting on. So I'll then pot it up. Let's have a look and I'll show you around here. Please ignore the mat at the bottom there. I just had to chuck it in here out of the way. Right, so as you can see, we're starting to fill up here on both sides. So this side here, we've got the PG onions. Now I got some Peter Glazebrook onions off Lee Crowder's, so thank you very much for that. These are the size which realistically they should be. These are then ready to be potted up into 3-litre pots. So thanks very much, Lee, for giving us basically getting us back on track with a couple of heavy onions in any case. These ones will soon to follow. She just potted them up there in the small litre pod under the SF1000, sorry, Spider Farm SF1000. These are on currently 10 hours of light per day. And as the daylight extends, so will the light under there. Into the propagator, the first large propagator here, we've got the giant cabbage, which I've just potted up, which were Lee Harrington's giant cabbage. I've also sowed some giant red cabbage here as well. So I want to give the giant red cabbage a go this year, but I've left that a bit later than I should have done. I've got some onions and also the second batch of cabbage, giant cabbage. So that's what these are here. I've got Michael Bradley onions, so on the 10th of the 11th. I've got John Peace heavy onions here, so on the 26th, so these are the second batch. I've got Peter Glazebrook's here from the 26th to the 10th as well. Like I said, these are just so far behind, it's unreal. I've just potted these up the other day, so they'll be ready to be potted up in a couple of weeks' time. They're not going to get anywhere near the big ones, but I'm going to grow them in any case. Moving on forward here, I've got Peter Holden onions, which are these ones here, plenty here. And I've got, in fact, they're all Peter Holden onions. So I've got some set on the 10th of the 11th, some set on the 25th of the 11th. So these are the quality onions where realistically they should be. To be honest, they should be a bit further forward than that. But like I say, I left them a bit longer with the problems I've been having at home. But they're all set. Let's have a look at the other side now. Under the Mars Hydro SP150. In fact, just before I show you that, as you can see, I've got the calendar up. It's January. Thank you very much, Ben, for that calendar. If you haven't already done so, it's still got some. Head over to Ben's Growing 11 Facebook site and you'll be able to get yourself a lovely calendar here. There's the website there, as you can see. It's got it on the bottom of the calendar. Anyways, back to here. So in this section here, I've got John Peace's heavy onion. I've got 5 of them myself. I've got some Peter Holden quality onions, which are set as nearly sown, and also Michael Bradley's as well. So like I say, onions. This is what I'm doing this year. This is what the plan of action is. Leeks, I still need to head over to Paul Rochester's to pick my leeks up, because this should be in this section, to be quite honest. But we'll see what happens. Like I say, the kids just getting covered. I don't want to go over, because I don't know if I'm asymptomatic or whatever it's called. So we'll just have to see what happens with the leeks in any case. But onions wise, I've got some. I've got plenty. I've got plenty to play with. I've got plenty on the way, on the go. Everything's on the go here. Happy days. I've getting everything potted up. I wasn't expecting to get everything potted up, but I've getting it done. I see a little nothing. I haven't done little nothing. I've done all in one go, just because of the problems I've had over the past 4 to 6 weeks. But they're all done. I'm pleased. That's me sorted for the day. Time to go and get the little ones tested. So I'll see what I can get sorted out over the course of the rest of the week, or if not, next week. So see you then. Hello. Today is the 10th of January, Monday the 10th of January. Means a couple of things. First 2 things is it's Leslie and Kyle's birthday today, so happy birthday to my lovely wife Leslie, and also for me little Kyle as well, happy 7th birthday and happy 33rd Leslie. So yeah, we're going to off today. I'm spending the time with them, enjoy the birthday. Unfortunately, Kyle is stuck inside self-isolating, but I've already arranged for me, Leslie and my sisters and everything having like time next week, or the week after, sorry, should I say. So when we get out, like I say, have a good time. What I'm doing at the moment is I'm potting a few things up in the hour or so that I've got. So what I need to pot up is I need to pot these onions up here that I got off Lee, so I can keep up to date and ready to go. So these are ready to be potted up, and I'm going to pot these straight into 5-litre pots here. So I'm going to get them done first, and then I'm going to pot up my little red cabbage as well, which is going to be giant red cabbage, should I say. So these are Peter Glazebrook onions, much more further on than what mine are. I've got my 5-litre pot here, and again, just like I did last week, I'll be using the compost here. I should be putting that into there, straight into there, and using one of these as a base. Pop these onions in and away we go. I'm just going to quickly sort this out and have a look at the root system on these onions. Now that that's done, let's have a look on here. Be very careful with these. Don't want to damage them, damage the flues or anything like that. There we go. It's a good root system on that. Fantastic stuff. I'll spin that around, loosen the roots off a little bit, and then insert that into here. Get that cover, get a little cover across the top. Don't want too much because I don't want the onion to be too far down. Realistically, it should be sitting on like a little hill, so that when you do water from above, because you do still need to water from above and from down below, it doesn't sink into where the onion is around the base, and it just waters around the edge. So it's always handy to have it a little bit higher up, just as a handy little tip, than the edges. So cover all the base of the roots up. As you can see, this one here, it's leaning a bit. It doesn't really bother us with it leaning, but what I'm going to do, because I can, because I have got them, I'm now going to put 2 canes, and I'm going to open these flutes up. I have one on that side. I do need to go down to the garden to get my green clips, but for the meantime, I'm just going to use what I've got. That's these ones here. I'll probably have some lying around somewhere, so I'll just take that out, and then across the top here, and see which way the flags are going, flutes are going. Let's open them right up there. Even pull this back a little bit, just to straighten it up a bit. And then when I get my other green clips, I might actually have some in here, but I'm not too sure. I might have some in the shed anyways. When I get the other ones, I'll put another one on there just so it sits it up a little bit further. So that's one done. Make sure the bottoms are all cleaned off for dead skin, dead flags. That's one done. So I'm going to get the rest of the other 4 done, and then I'll take it in the shed. There we go. 5 bitter glazed buck onions potted up. So that's them all sorted out. I'm going to put them in the little propagator again, so that they're nice and warm, nice and toasty, and got plenty of light as well. Next thing I want to show you, these little blighters. So this is seed, red cabbage seed that I got in the seed exchange off Graham Barrett. And these are his own giant red cabbage seed. And I've had 100% germination. That's fantastic, that. I've got plenty there to play with for what I need. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pot them up into the little pots here, little 7cm pots, and then put them into the propagator. So let's get that done. Have it. Got 9 giant red cabbage. That's them all potted up. They'll be in there for a few weeks. These grow like crazy. They grow very quickly indeed. So now it's time to get these put into the shed, and then we'll see how things are preparing and getting on in there as well. Just in the shed and seeing that these all need potting up now as well. Now these will be going from these 7cm pots into these 12cm pots. So once again, I'm going to quickly get these done, and then that'll be me done for today. Well, it's starting to definitely fill up in here now. That back bench is going to have to get sorted shortly. I might even have to start investing in another propagator. But as things stand, we have PG heavy onions with some Lee Herrington heavy giant cabbage, sorry, should I say. I've just squeezed them in for space. Don't have to have them in there, but like I said, I'd rather have them inside in the light. Moving on here, we've got John Peace heavy onions which, like I say, are behind, because these really should be the same size as these ones, to be honest. I don't know what it is, but like I say, I'll have to try and figure out why it's taking forever for them to grow in here. Might be the lights, might be the conditions, I don't know, but I will find out. I'm not worried about them leaning over at the minute, because they will straighten up when they find their feet. I've got so more Peter Glazebrook onions. These are sown in October. They should be the same size as them. I'll have to see what's what. More cabbages dotted around. I've got the little nursery of quality onions in here. So these are all doing spot on. I will have to get them staked up as well, but like I say, they're reacting nicely to the light. Actually, we're bending towards the light, so I'm going to have to turn them all around by hand. And if I move across the other side, I've got the fan on this side for air circulation. I've got the John Peace heavy onions. I've got the giant red cabbage, which I've just potted up down here. I've got some more Peter Glazebrook onions as well. And I've also got some early sowings of the quality onions here, and also the Michael Bradley onions here as well. So like I say, I've got plenty of options for the quality onions. I've got some heavy onions. I've got more on the way for the quality size, obviously from the proper starting dates, different times set away and things. So these are all looking canny for, so I'm pleased with the way these are at the moment. It will be time to start sowing other stuff shortly. So the things that's going to be started shortly are things like the giant carrots, the giant parsnips, which I need to go get the tubes from, and I'll show you how I set them up. I will be off on Wednesday and Thursday this week, so I will be heading down to the plot. Not so much weather permitting, but obviously depends on what the weather's like. I say what I get done, but I need to bring some stuff home, like the green clips, the canes, the tubes for the carrots, so I can get them started off in here. So we'll be ticking along nicely. So slowly getting back, slowly motivation's coming back, but for the rest of the remainder of the day, I'm going to spend the time with Leslie and Kyle because it's their birthday. So peace out from me, and I'll see you on Wednesday, Thursday. It's now Thursday. I haven't been able to get down on Wednesday, which is a shame. I hope you're doing all well. I'm going to need a haircut and a shave this afternoon. Hopefully I get over at the hairdressers. I've come down to the garden so to pick some supplies up for like stakes and sticks and stuff like that. I also need to lift up the Valentine dahlia, which is on the other side there. I'm not going to get a chance to lift all the dahlias today, just that one, so I can get stock for this coming year, because I really like that dahlia. We'll have a quick look and see if there's any damage or anything else I need to pick up. So with me doing making the giant veg show for the North East group this coming September, I thought it would be a good idea for those beginners and people that need any seed that can still be sown now. So there's still 8 categories you can set seed for, or sow seed for, should I say, between now and May. I thought I'd put a few packs together for people, and obviously they can purchase them and I can send them down. One thing I didn't have enough of was my heavy cucumber seed. So thankfully Graham Barrett and John Hadran Cook has been kind enough to send me some extra seed so that I can put a few more packs together for people. But I've just walked into the top greenhouse here and look what I found. Totally forgot about them ones. That's the other ones I was saving for seed. I think they're too far gone now, but what I'll try and do is I'll try and gather them so that I can take the bottom sections away, and I'll see if I can get any seed from them. I'll take them home and see if I can sort them out. But and actually I'm going to set a day, come down, get all these sorted out. Dave, this plant is still going strong even though I've not been down and watered. So I've just given it a drink there, so hopefully it recovers a bit more in the warmth. So first off, I found all my stakes. Now I need to go and find the clips. Right, and there's all my clips as well. Now these need to have a good clean, which I will do when I get home. So they're all sorted, I'm getting them. So there's two of the few things that I need. Let me show you what else I need as well. So January time is the time to start sowing seed for the giant carrots and also the giant parsnips. So how I start mine off, I will show you what I start mine off in, and I can quickly explain where they go from there. So this is my pot shed, what my pots are. The roof unfortunately came off, so it's getting a bit wet on the inside there, so I need to sort that out. It's developed a bit of a lean-to as well, but anyways, this is what I'm after. These here are my starting pots for the carrots and parsnips. So I'll start them like that. I'll take you up and I'll actually show you. But also I've just realised I forgot I had these in here. I've got propagators as well, propagating trays and stuff. I'll have to have a look. That's all them, there's seeds in here. Oh, let's have a look. There's gardeners and there's other, I'm sure everybody else is exactly the same when it comes to seeds. You get absolutely tons of them, but there's another load I've just found. I have to get them to Grandad Dave. I think they're Grandad Dave's, to be honest. But anyhow, let's get these out of here so that I can take them up. into the bottom greenhouse here. Looks like there's a bit more damage than what I thought there was. These windows have come down for some unknown reason, so I'll have to sort them out. Try and get them done now, if I can squeeze in. If not, I don't mind waiting for them. But other than that, everything else looks absolutely fine. Like I say, it's just a lot of tidying up to do. I want to take a couple of days off, 3 to 4, 5 days off to try and sort something out. I still need to get in this back corner because the ivy's coming across. I don't want that coming in, definitely not. Right, folks, what we're doing today, Dean, you know what you're doing, let's go. So what I've got here is I've got a 1.5 foot pipe. You can use 2 foot pipe if you want. I've just put them together with some Velcro tape. By the time I fill this up with compost, just standard multi-purpose compost, and put some, what I'll also do is, I'll put some kitchen roll at the bottom, because I don't want to block anything off on the bottom. So then I'll fill this full of compost, set 3 or 4 seed in the top for carrots and also for parsnips, and once they germinate I'll prick them out so I can have 1 in here. This will fill up and then it'll be a case of getting it into the ground, and I'll obviously show that in a few months time when I get that sorted. But that's the idea behind it, and when it comes to planting out I can just take these off. So take that off, separate them off, easy done, and then clean them off and store them away for next year. So that's the idea behind them for the giant carrots and giant parsnip. Right, into the onion house, which will be something different this year because I'm going to be growing some things inside of the beds. So I'll probably do some beetroot or some kohlrabi across the back and something else down the side here. But this will be used for other things other than onions, because the onions are going to be going into the pots. I'm going to grow onions in pots this year because I've worked out that in here I'm growing them in pots anyways. So as might as well use the space here so I can have a go at a few other things. So anyways, let's have a look at the loofahs, and I'll also show you something else that's handy, which I've spotted on for a good price as well, if you need to use one of these tools. So the plan with the loofahs was always, if I had any fruits, just leave them, let them die back until they go grey. So I've got one here. So this is it's slowly getting there, but I will take that to dry it home. So I'll snap that off the end there, if I can. Well, I'll sort it out with camera anyways. I'll take that one. We've got another one here. There's another couple of little ones here as well. I'll have some mini brushes, some mini loofahs. But hopefully I'll get some seed from that one for this year, and then I can grow some more in the corner this year as well. Hopefully get a better outcome. Something else I want to show you. Now this thing here is an electric sprayer. Now I noticed that John Peace had put on a message on Facebook today about how he managed to pick one up for 30 quid. It was a larger one, but this, like I say, this does the same sort of thing. I had a look, and this is actually on sale at the moment on Amazon for £16.89, reduced from £18.99. So if you're after a sprayer which is USB rechargeable, then this is it holds a litre of fluid, which is loads, more than enough. Get yourself a couple of these. So I'll stick the link in the bio anyways. In the description, sorry, should I say, not link in the bio, that's freaking Instagram. But I'll be taking this back home so I can get started with me spraying as well, because the conventional sprayers, or just hand pump ones like this one here, you can get pumping all the time. It's just less, you don't have to worry about it. I mean, this thing holds charge for a long time, much better and much easier for your wrists as well. Got to look after yourself now than obviously in the coming years. Just a bit of damage to report on the onion house here. I've got some panes missing from there, a pane missing in there. This has had it here as well. So the plan is to remove this side, remove this side, and just plastic sheet it with the offcuts that I've got, because this has done a fantastic job. I'll do the same again with the silicone, sorry, should I say, because it's just held on by lats going down here, so I can easily take them off and repurpose them. But yeah, once again, I need to get prepared, which I'll get done in the next few months anyways. But let's get going. I've done that thing where I come down and I see something, I'm going to do it. This bed was for the carrots for Christmas. Well, it's past Christmas, so let's see the carrots that I should have pulled up for Christmas, see what they're like, and I'll take them home and we can use them at home. And then I'm going to go down the bottom and take it down the dahlia, then time to head home. So as you can see here, the tops are being put down. Can't remember why, but I've already started pulling this one out. It's not a bad little carrot for tea. There's another one here. Let's see what this one's like. That's a weed as well. Oh, hello. That's a nice one. Look at that. Hey, stump carrot, sweet kernel carrot. That's probably the best carrot I've ever pulled. Oh, I'll have to clean that up and see what it's like. It's a good carrot, that. Right, any more for any more? There's one there. That's why it's handy to put them in bays, you see. There's one there. Another little stubby. Right, I'm going to pull the rest out and I'll see what I come up with. And voila, this is what we've managed. There is one more there, like, it's nothing really. But there is some signs of carrot fly. You can see by the blackness running along there. But there doesn't look like there'll be much carrot fly on that one. That one's an ideal one, that one. But they would have made some nice carrots for Christmas, but they're going to be making some nice carrots for January now. So I'm going to get them, put in the car and take them home. Go on Elizabeth to munch on. Right, on to the dahlias. So here's the dahlia bed. That is all, needs all chopping down and stuff. And I've got the majority of them all the same. Eastwood Moon and Helen. So this is the only one that's not. This is Valentine. So I've just lifted this up here. It's been in the ground. See, I've pulled that away from there. I really should have had a fork, but I'm going to go and clean this off and then see what we're left with. Right, there I have it. I need to clean up a bit more, but I'll get some yellow sulphur in here and in here, and then I'll be able to get this on a propagator so that I can start taking some cuttings from it. So I'll give it a good clean up, snip all the ends off and that, but I'll do that when I get home. Right, I'm back at home now. Now, first thing I need to go get Sky from school. So the first thing I'm doing here, I'm not really too bothered about cleaning out massively. I've just trimmed off all the little roots and stuff like that that'll get in the way. But obviously, I've got a large section here, which I don't want to get wet or get tampered with. So what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to use this as handy stuff to keep a hold of yellow sulphur. Just stick that all across here, all across the edges and the ends. That side, anywhere else it's got it, just stick it on there. So that's that sorted out, all the little bits and stuff sorted. Then what I'm going to do is, I've got a tray here ready to go. I'll plonk that into the tray. It's a bit difficult to do with one hand here. If this works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Simple as that. I've got another one which I can use. Should have really taken more more attention, more preparation on this. But shouldn't be a problem really. So if I just want to top that off, give it a shake. As long as it's got contact with the soil, it should be fine. And then I'll try and stick this in the propagator somewhere. Give it a couple of weeks, and we should see some sproutings coming from here, this section here, in here. New growth. Then that new growth, chuck the first lot away, then when the second lot come through, they will be the ones in which I'll keep for to grow on. So that's that. I'll need to mark this up, of course, but I know what this is. It's only one in here. It is Victoria. So happy days. Right, time to go get Sky. I'll catch you all next time round, but should be able to get prepared with the carrots by the end of this week as well. So we'll get that done next. Right, I'm back. It's still exactly the same day. It's Thursday and I've decided to take on some of my own advice. So if I see a job, do it. I've brought the stuff home, I might as well get on with it. I've just been and picked Sky up and I've getting my mojo back a little bit for this afternoon. So if I do this now, it won't take as long, and then happy days. These onions here are standing up nicely after being potted on, but they still need to be staked. So while I've got everything, I've given things a clean off. I'm getting the steak, so I'm going to get all of these staked. I'm going to get the other side staked. It shouldn't take as long to do. And then, if I've still got a bit of daylight, which I should have outside, I'm going to start getting the carrots planted and sorted out as well. Because I've got my kitchen roll here and I've got everything I need for that, so I might as well do it. I've brought in the seed and modular compost from the car, so I've got everything I need. So let's get it done. And not that long later, we're getting all of them staked up, so they're all nice and tidy. And also, we're getting these all staked up. A few more, I've put a few more green clips on here just to strengthen them up, and obviously I can move things around. So these have come on canny. These are ones I got off Lee. The centre shoots are coming through nicely there, nice and strong. And also these are all done as well, so happy days. These I will just leave, let them find their own feet until it's ready to pot on, but I'm pleased with the way things are now in here. Cabbages, I don't need to find a new place for them. I think I'll probably just put them along the side somewhere. They don't really need any heat, they just need to be kept under the light just to give them a light. So I'll sort them out, I'll move them so I've got more space. But other than that, that's them all done. So when I was at Malvern last year, I was chatting away with the canna guys that was there, the representatives from canna, asking us what I grew and what I did and stuff like that. And I said, told them that I was an exhibitor, and they were asking how I help prevent pests and stuff like that. So I told them I use this stuff, which I have been using. So the killamite, is it killamite? Sorry, no, Provanto. So the Provanto stuff I've been using, and they told me to give this stuff a try, which was nice of them. So they gave me a bottle, and they've given us a bottle of Canna Cure. So it's a natural way to control pests, ready to use, foliar nutrient. Basically, it's ready to go. So I'm going to start using some of this now to help prevent the plants, and hopefully gives them a nice boost as well. I'll do in front of the fan. Make sure I get in the centres as well, over the top of the cabbages, spin around, from above, make sure it's away from the electronics, missed them ones on the bottom, and that's that done as well. Right, before we get to any later, let's see if we can get these carrots done. Should have really done the carrots first instead of doing this inside stuff. Should have thought about that, shouldn't I? It's pitch black dark outside now, so I'm not going to get the carrots done today, but like I say, I've got the stuff. I can probably get it done sometime. I'm trying to think of when because I'm at work early this week, so potentially that might be Monday. I don't know, I'm off on Monday and Tuesday next week, so I might just get them done then. If not, I'll try and set them away just so I'm ready to plant the pot on. But I'll see what I can do anyways. But see you next time. Hello, it's Sunday evening, and unfortunately I've not been able to get much of anything done over the weekend due to me being at work Friday, Saturday and Sunday. I am off tomorrow, which is obviously Monday and Tuesday, so start of the next week, be down the plot, get started with the tidying up and preparation for the coming season. But let's say I'm pleased with what I managed to get sorted this week and also last week, and let's say things are ticking along nicely, so I'm pleased about that, along with all of these here as well. They've all just been given a drink. I've just given them a drink and a little bit of feed with some Mills A and B. So I've given it not too much. I've got my little growth chart on the back of the wall here, on the side here. So there's a growth chart there. It tells us what I need to feed with. Like I say, it's not much. It's just enough to give them a bit of a boost. Oh, that's awful, that. There we go. But yeah, that's me done. I'm going for a haircut and a shave tomorrow because I'm going to get a chance to get it done this week. So I'm going to treat myself and pamper myself and see what happens tomorrow. But from tonight, I look forward to seeing you all tonight. Say it's been a while, and I'll see you all on the live tonight. So take care. See you all next week. Thanks for liking, subscribing, and staying alongside with me over the last few months. And we'll get back in the swing of things for 2022. Oh, one last thing. Happy birthday to me sister, Holly. You're 18 today. My little sister's turned into an adult. She's still thick. Take care. Ta-ra.